Hi everybody, this is Nana from Nana Can Cook. I'm still in Tacoma. It's Thursday afternoon and we're going to have hot potato salad. Everybody loves this recipe and I'll have to tell you about it. I learned to make this from my mother-in-law who lived in Minnesota. Leroy, Minnesota, if anybody knows. Hi. It's kind of southwest or southeast or something south of Rochester. Anyhow, she made that when we were back on a vacation, and so I brought it home and fixed it up. And a couple years later, she came to visit us, and she wanted to know what it was. It was so good. And I said, well, and she wanted to know where I got the recipe. And I said, well, I got it from you. She says, no, I've never made that before. But by the time I got through putting my touches on, I guess it didn't taste like hers. So that's the story of hot potato salad. Also sometimes called German potato salad. Only German potato salad is doesn't have mayonnaise in it. And I use mayonnaise and not Miracle Whip. Into a kettle you want to peel and quarter some potatoes. I usually use a potato per person and a couple extra just to make sure. So we're going to do that. I've done this. I'm going to put a teaspoon of salt in my pan. And we'll put this on the stove and we're going to cook it. Ileana has a gas stove, so I'm not quite as familiar with that. While that is cooking, and this will take a while, we're going to take, I took 6 potatoes, so we're going to do 6 to 8 slight pieces of bacon. And we're going to saute that up. 5. We'll probably have a little bit left over, but somebody will eat it around here. So we have 8 pieces of bacon, so it's kind of 1½ slices. We're going to slice that up into like half-inch slices. And we're going to saute it till it's crispy, but not burnt. You need to be very careful with this, because if you burn the bacon, then it's going to taste burnt, and everybody's not going to want to eat it, and then you'll have to feed them all Rice Krispies for dinner. Or let them go hungry. We're going to have barbecued pork ribs with these tonight. Ileana's making those, but I'm not doing a demonstration because she kind of just used a bottle mix and it was a quickie. You want to take off some of this fat. We really don't need it all. And you're going to drain it too before you mix the rest of it together. So we've got this all mixed up. I'm going to put this in a frying pan. While we're doing this, we will peel these and clean these up. I washed them already. Some green onions. Now you don't cook these until the last minute because you don't want them. You don't want to be all, kind of burnt. Put them like this. Obviously not doing very good at this job. We're just going to slice them up. I'm not very good at this, even though I've been doing it 100 years. And we don't want too much in here. If you're an onion-loving family, by all means add more. But that's enough for me, so. Anyhow, we're going to go now, and we will be back in a little while when it's time to saute this up and get ready. But we have to let our potatoes go, let them boil, and get ready to go. But in the meantime, you're going to need a 1.5 cups of mayonnaise, a couple tablespoons of vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. And that's about what it's going to be in our hot potato salad. So we'll see you in a little while. Bye-bye. Hey, we're back. I'm going to put the chopped up bacon in the pan, and I'm going to saute it. We're not going to put the onions in. The potatoes are just kind of al dente, not quite finished, but they will be by the time our bacon is done. So I'm going to put this on the burner, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back. The bacon is kind of just done. We don't want to burn it, remember? I think I have a little bit too much, but Ian, who's doing the camera says there's never too much bacon. So we got it like this. Now I'm going to pour most of the fat off of there. Just put in this little bowl. We don't need all this bacon fat in our body because we're going to put mayonnaise in here. And there's no sense just going crazy with it. So I'm going to just take that out. And there's a little bit in there, which is fine. Now, so you got about a half a cup of bacon grease out of there. The dog will love it when he has dinner tonight. Put it over his dog food. Got about a cup and a half of mayonnaise. Don't put this on the stove because you don't want to get it too hot, because if you get mayonnaise too hot, it breaks into this kind of curdled. It doesn't taste bad, it isn't bad for you, but it just doesn't look as good. So we're going to put that in there. And we're going to put our green onions in there. Personally, I don't like green onions, but everybody else does, so I'll just pick mine out. Get this little bitty spoon out of the way. And we're just going to kind of stir this up. Those green onions smell pretty good. But you remember, my husband won't eat onions, so I don't ever use them. But I'm in a different house. Now we're going to put in our 2 tablespoons of vinegar. And you might want to try 1 tablespoon, and then taste it. And we're going to put some salt and pepper in it, and I think I might have too much salt. So I'm not going to put it all in there. Probably half a teaspoon of salt and a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper. So we're going to mix it up like that, and we're just going to let it sit. In this mixture, we're going to put over the hot potatoes. Perfect. This is perfect. So it's 2 tablespoons. Now it'll change every time, by different amounts you have. So I'm going to set that back on the stove. Now our potatoes are ready, and I got talking, and they got just a little bit done. But it won't make any difference. We just kind of want to cut them up in big chunks. They're hot, but you can... Probably everybody around here is going to be really hungry. Looks like I kind of got a big bowl here, but oh well. You don't want these little bitty pieces. You want them kind of big and chunky. And they're just kind of chopped up. Then I'm going to take this and we're going to pour it on there. And we're just going to gently stir it. Look, this one is kind of big. Don't beat it up. Just kind of try to get it coated with the mayonnaise. And, you know, you do kind of need a big bowl. If you want to put it in a different serving bowl, that'd be fine. We don't care around here. So there it is. It's hot potato salad. It's kind of done. I might taste it here and see if we can... Very good. Hot too. This is really served better if it's warm. Our ribs aren't quite finished yet, so I'll put a lid on top of this and keep it kind of warm. Then we'll have this with our short ribs. Oh, well, no, we're having spare ribs. So this will be delicious. So that's hot potato salad. Everybody will love it. I'm done for today. Please subscribe. That's the little button down below the screen that says subscribe. Just punch on that and check in again for our other videos. We're going to be doing a giveaway pretty soon, and we're starting to get subscribers, so I hope you please join me, and we'll have some more fun. So talk to you later. We're in Tacoma, so goodbye.